For anyone questioning the Caitlin Clark effect, we now have people wanting to watch golf because of her. We saw the kind of offer that Ice Cube made to Caitlin to play in the Big Three. That is $5 million to play 3 months.
After pulling in over $10 million in endorsements, rookie sensation Caitlin Clark just dropped a major revelation. Even though her rookie WNBA paycheck barely covers the cost of a mid-range SUV, she's managed to turn that small salary into a marketing empire. While others grind through long 9-to-5 shifts, Caitlin's out here collecting 6-figure checks just to make appearances and talk, proving that her real game might be off the court.
Then the NBA, so I was like, oh, what's she gonna get paid? Because finally, you know, you can get a real paycheck. And then I saw it, and I was like, this can't be right, because this is what it is. In the first year, Caitlin Clark will earn $76,535.
Here's the reality. Brands are lining up and spending more than the price of a luxury home just to get Caitlin Clark on their stage, while the WNBA still pays her next to nothing. She's turned her off-court charisma into a money-making empire worth $10 million and counting. And honestly, it's hard not to cheer for her. The same rookie people once pitied is now racking up more zeros in her bank account than some veteran NBA players.
I'm so happy for her to get the 28 flipping million.
But wait, it doesn't stop there. Caitlin Clark isn't just earning big, she's rewriting the entire playbook of sports marketing while the WNBA watches from the sidelines, still trying to figure out how she's doing it. She's got the fame, the influence, and the strategy, and she's using every bit of it to outsmart critics and rivals alike. Make no mistake, Caitlin Clark has officially changed the game, and not everyone's celebrating. From a marketing standpoint, she's arguably more valuable than most professional basketball players on the planet. Her real genius? Knowing how to shift the narrative. For her, the WNBA isn't the end goal, and it's a global launchpad, and the exposure alone is worth more than any rookie salary. Millions hang on to her every move, and that attention translates into something far more powerful than a game check: brand dominance. While most people grind through 9-to-5 jobs, Caitlin's commanding $100,000 for a half-hour appearance, whether virtual or in person. She's reportedly made over $600,000 this year just by showing up and speaking. That's not just income, that's effortless empire building. And really, who could blame the brands? She's authentic, magnetic, and inspiring. Someone people don't just listen to, they believe in.
Last WNBA playoff game had over 2.6 million viewers, and now we are seeing the ratings dip under 1 million.
Her endorsement game is next level, right up there with the biggest names in sports. Nike, Wilson, and State Farm have all rushed to get a piece of Caitlin Clark's magic. Reports say Nike locked her into a multi-million-dollar deal without even needing a formal pitch. That's how powerful her name has become. Caitlin Clark doesn't have to convince anyone of her value. Brands already know. State Farm likely poured a huge chunk of their ad budget just to feature her in one quirky commercial. And Wilson, the legendary basketball brand, practically handed her a blank check. Every partnership she signs doesn't just elevate her as an athlete, it cements her as a global icon. What's even more impressive is Caitlin Clark's decision to turn down a brand new women's league that offered her $1 million in ownership equity just to join. Most athletes would have jumped at that deal, but not her. She's thinking several moves ahead. While that league might have given her quick cash, the WNBA offers something money can't buy: credibility and legacy. Clark's choice to stay wasn't about short-term gain. It was a smart, calculated move that's already paying off big time.
It has said that the league is going to lose about $50 million. Is there a scenario that you will try to raise more money right now?
Probably not. We probably don't need to raise capital like we did back in when I came in 2020.
Her social media game is a powerhouse on its own. Millions follow Caitlin Clark across every platform, and each post she makes is another opportunity to cash in. She's mastered the art of sponsored content and brand partnerships better than most full-time influencers ever could. What makes her so impressive is how effortlessly she turns every like, comment, and share into income. And the wildest part, Caitlin Clark is only getting started. She hasn't even scratched the surface of her full potential, yet she's already redefining what it means to be a modern athlete. Her story goes far beyond basketball. It's about vision, strategy, and unstoppable ambition. While others focus on the game, she's focused on building something bigger.
It's player salaries. People wonder, why are NBA player salaries 100 times higher than WNBA salaries? Because the TV money was 100 times higher in the NBA than it was.
Both on the court and in the world of marketing, Caitlin Clark has quickly become the definition of excellence. At just 22 years old, she's far more than an athlete. She's a walking, talking, highlight reel money machine. Companies are shelling out 6 figures just to have her speak for half an hour. That's right, 30 minutes of Caitlin Clark equals a massive payday because she's mastered the art of turning fame into fortune in ways most veterans can only dream of. It's not just what she says that matters, it's the impact that follows. Every time she appears, the internet lights up, social media explodes, and headlines write themselves. No brand, no matter how big their marketing team, can replicate the kind of influence Caitlin Clark naturally commands.
Magic moment, if you recall, from 1979 when those 2 rookies came in from a big college rivalry, one white, one black. And so we have that moment with these 2. But the one thing I know about sports, you need rivalry. That's what makes people watch. They want to watch games of consequence.
And Caitlin Clark is far from finished. She's locking in deals that would make even the biggest names in sports take notice. One of her boldest moves yet? Partnering with Wilson to launch her own signature basketball line. A milestone achievement shared by only one other player in history. That alone made NBA legends stop and take note. Yes, even Michael Jordan. Clark isn't just breaking barriers, she's rewriting them. Becoming the first woman ever to secure a deal like this with Wilson proves her brand isn't luck, it's legendary. And then there's her massive partnership with State Farm, which reportedly brought in millions. Appearing in their commercials alongside that famous Like a Good Neighbor jingle, Clark has cemented herself as a true marketing powerhouse. Turns out State Farm isn't just nearby, they're all in on the Caitlin Clark phenomenon.
What really happens with Caitlin Clark, I would say her big thing is to be ready for the WNBA season. And people are like, why? She's only making $70,000 in the WNBA. What is the point of her worrying about that league rather than trying to push for other leagues and other ways of making more money? Because the WNBA is what's getting them.
But the real showstopper is Caitlin Clark's massive 8-year deal with Nike, worth a staggering $28 million for a rookie. That's groundbreaking. Completely unheard of. Yet, here's the twist. That deal might not be as perfect as it looks. Sure, $28 million sounds huge on paper, but there's one major piece missing. A signature shoe, and that's where the real fortune lies. Think about it. The biggest moneymakers in sports, from Air Jordans to Steph Curry's line, built billion-dollar empires off sneaker sales. So while Clark's contract is impressive, it could pale in comparison to what she's missing out on without her own iconic shoe. Every fan who admires her, every kid who looks up to her, they'd all buy a pair in a heartbeat. Yet somehow, Nike hasn't pulled the trigger. No ads, no campaigns, no signature sneaker, nothing. It's like they're sitting on a gold mine and refusing to dig.
It has also been reported that Unrivaled 3-on-3 League offered Caitlin Clark significant equity in the league and a salary that is over $1 million. So this is the first time that we've heard of any money being thrown at her. We've heard that it would be a major deal, it would be a similar setup as to what.
Imagine the scene. Caitlin Clark steps onto the court during the WNBA playoffs, rocking her brand new signature sneakers. The crowd would lose its mind. Fans of every age would be desperate to grab a pair, chasing even a small piece of that Caitlin Clark magic. If Nike dropped those shoes right after the game, it would spark a buying frenzy like never before. But instead, the brand seems to be dragging its feet, and Clark's massive deal still feels like it's missing that one defining element. Marketing experts agree, even when it comes to star power, Caitlin Clark's value rivals and even surpasses many veteran pros. Her appeal isn't just national, it's global. Every time she takes the floor, millions are watching, delivering the kind of exposure brands usually spend billions trying to create. Is for top talent.
So a lot of people are saying, oh, why is Caitlin Clark she should play in Unrivaled, she's making $1 million. She should play in X, Y, and Z league. She should make some money doing that. Or, Caitlin Clark can do.
Here's the harsh truth. Nike is running out of time. The longer they delay, the more momentum they lose. Every day without a Caitlin Clark signature shoe is a missed opportunity, especially while her popularity is skyrocketing. The WNBA playoffs would have been the perfect stage to launch her brand, but hesitation could cost Nike millions in both money and hype. Clark's rise isn't just about talent, it's about strategy. She's redefined what athlete branding looks like, building a multi-million-dollar empire before even reaching her full potential. For Caitlin Clark, the game doesn't stop at the final buzzer. She's winning off the court too. Nike might be slow to move, but the entire sports marketing world is watching closely, learning from how she's changing the playbook. Because the moment that signature shoe finally drops, she could be on track to become a billion-dollar brand. Caitlin Clark's journey is proof that she's not chasing short-term fame or quick wins. She's building something that will last. And whether she's draining threes on the court or sealing business deals off it, one thing's for sure, Caitlin Clark is absolutely unstoppable.